Hey, my people, good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I will just anchor today's episode on this particular statement. It's on you. Only you are in charge of your happiness. So, take charge. It's on you, all right? It's your responsibility. Your happiness is on you. It's your responsibility. Only you are in charge of your happiness. So take charge. You don't blame other people when you're sad. You don't blame other people for this feeling of gloom that you're feeling. It's on you. All right, it's on you. Many of you don't want to hear that. It's easy to point fingers. All right, it's easy to blame other people when we are feeling sad. We always want to be the victim, and that is disempowering. That is the mind shift that I want to bring to you today. That is the mind shift that I want you to consider today. You have too much power to play victim. You have too much power to play victim. And many people have decided that playing victim is the power that they will have. Whenever you ask them something, they will blame somebody. It's either they blame their dead grandfather, or they blame Nigeria, or they blame their country. They blame the president. They blame the security forces. I'm not saying some might not be responsible for one or two things that are happening to you. But how you take what happened to you and change it to make a happy life for yourself is on you. You cannot control what other people do or say to you. You can control what you hear from them. You can control how you hear what you hear from them. And you can control what you do with what you hear from them. And that is exactly what I want you to think about today. It's on you. Only you are in charge of your happiness. Only you are responsible for your happiness. So take charge, all right? Take charge of your happiness. I will talk a little bit more about this because it is essential for our overall well-being. Taking charge of our happiness is very important to our overall well-being. You don't just give other people that power to make you happy or sad. You will never be happy in your life if you give someone that power. If you give people that too much power because your children don't call you, you are sad. Because your significant other hates you, you are sad. Because someone is not supporting you, you are sad. You will always be miserable if that is how you live your life. But the moment you take charge of your own happiness, you don't need to be hedonistic about this. You don't need to only think about yourself and become what's it called now? Narcissistic about this. You don't need that. All right. You need to take charge is what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should not be petty. That is not. You cannot even be happy if you're narcissistic. No matter how you think narcissistic individuals are happy, they're not. They are miserable to the core. They are very miserable. So we often look for happiness in external things. We often look for happiness in people. We look for happiness in a new job. We look for happiness in a new relationship. We look for happiness in a new car. We look for happiness in a new apartment, in a new investment, in new money that is coming in. And I'm not saying those things will not add to your happiness. No, come on, boy. They will. When you have a new job, you will be happy. You should be happy. When you are in a relationship, a new relationship that is fulfilling and not toxic, you should be happy and enjoy it. When you bought a new car, maybe Tesla Model 7 or whatever, self-driving, beautiful car, a Ferrari or Lamborghini, you bought a very beautiful machine, a Bugatti, you should be happy with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying those things will not make you happy. But I'm saying those things, if you use those things to validate your happiness, then you are walking on a slippery slope. That doesn't last for a long time. The moment you buy that new car, another better model will come. So you will keep accumulating cars, will you? No. So there are fundamentals within your human spirit that are not dependent on external things, that are not dependent on material things. The truth is, True happiness comes from yourself. True happiness comes from the happenings that is happening within you. True happiness comes from the happenings that is happening within you. It comes from within yourself. And the best part of this is it's something that we have complete control over. You have complete control over your happiness. Only you are in charge of your own happiness. That is the lesson I want you to take today. That is the mind shift I want you to take today. You are in charge. Only you. It's not that you need the support of other people. No, only you are in charge of your own happiness. So take charge. Take responsibility for that. See, I know it's easier said than done. All this vibe that I'm giving you, you say, Mike, come on, man, you talk. You just talk. You just talk. It's easier said than done. And yes, I agree with you. It's easier said than done. Before I got to this point of almost getting to the highest peak of not depending on any person, any people, to self-regulate and be self-happy, it takes years. So I'm not saying it is easy. I'm saying it is simple. It is simple in the sense that you are in charge. All right. It is a choice you have to make. Life can be tough, yes, and it can throw you a lot of obstacles on your way. It's easy to get caught up in the chaos, all right? And you forget that we have the power to choose our own happiness. You just lost your job. It's easy to focus on the loss. You are not fully healthy. It's easy to focus on the pain that you're feeling right now. You just broke up with your friend of 10, 15, 20, 30 something years, or your marriage just collapsed. It's easy to focus on the end of those key relationships in your life. But you need to know, and you don't have to forget this, that you have the power to choose your own happiness. You don't need to psychobabble and psychodabble around this thing. No, don't get caught up in the chaos that you forget that we have the power to choose. Happiness is a choice, all right? Happiness is a choice. It is a decision that we make every day. And that is exactly why I'm saying you should take charge. It is a decision. Happiness is a decision. It's a choice that you make every single day. So you can choose to focus on the negative, or you can choose to focus on the positive. You can choose to let circumstances dictate your happiness, or you can choose to rise above these circumstances and be happy nonetheless. Choice. The choice is yours. The choice is in your hands. When we take charge of our happiness, all right, we give ourselves the power to create the life that we want. We don't stop and start waiting for someone or something to make us happy. No, we start taking the necessary steps to create happiness in our own lives. You don't want somebody, you are not waiting for somebody to greet you before you are happy. No, you already greet yourself before you get out of the house. You already see yourself and say, whoa, I'm fearfully made, I'm beautiful. I dress nice today and I smell great. You're going. So anybody that compliments you is just an added bonus. And you say, thank you, I know. Thank you, I appreciate you, I know. That's confidence. You can practice this self-care. We need to take care of ourselves physically. Go to the gym and sweat something. Go to the gym. Run around your house if you have no gym card. Just exercise physically, mentally, emotionally. So when we are feeling good, it's easy to find happiness. When you are not feeling good, it's not easy to find happiness. So these things, by exercising physically, mentally, and emotionally, you let dopamine and these good feeling hormones be pumped high in your body, and you will find happiness easily. Take charge of your happiness by surrounding yourself with positive people. Every negative and toxic people in your life, weed them out. Weed them out. The people we spend time with have impact on our lives. So it's important to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who support you. Get out from anyone, whoever that person is, that is dragging you down. All right. Take charge of your happiness by setting and achieving your goals also. When you have a goal and you achieve it, you will be happy. That is not dependent on anybody. It's dependent on you. So it's on you, man. Only you are in charge of your happiness. So take charge. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.